Hey guys, and welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Sara Meadows, and today we're looking at Welcome to DinoWorld from Alley Cat Games.
Welcome to DinoWorld. It's a roll and write game that has players attempting to build their own Jurassic Zoo. It's from designer James O'Connor from Stellaris Games, and it takes about 40 to 70 minutes depending on if you play the Advanced Danger Mode or the regular game.
James won Best Print and Play of Gen Can't 2017, and David Cirksi and Nick Shaw from Alley Cat Games are bringing a published version soon, and it's coming to Kickstarter. So let's take a look at the prototype now.
To set up the game, randomly lay out 3 visitors cards, one of each value, between each of the players.
Select one of each type of the special building cards to use for the game.
Give each player their own sheet and pencil, and then you're ready to begin constructing your atrocity.
Each round you will roll the dice, and everyone will use the dice values for the round.
Players may build one of each type of structure during the round. They may build a path using the pips on one or more dice.
They may build one dino pen using the corresponding die value.
And they can build a special building.
On each turn, players have to make sure that all of their pens are connected by roads.
And that all of their fences are powered by enough generators. There are 12 generators available for the park, and unused generators are worth 2 victory points at the end of the game.
Once everyone has finished using all 3 dice, visitors arrive and players may claim victory points for achieving special goals on the visitor cards.
Once points are scored, the round is complete and the dice are rolled again for new construction to be added to the park. Once 8 rounds are complete, points are tallied and the player with the fewest visitors eaten, the most points, wins. So we've seen a lot of roll and write games coming out recently. This one is another great addition to that genre, where it's basically as many players as you have pens and paper for can play the game. You are building that park, which has that great Sim City and / Jurassic Park now merged together feel. So a lot of fun in the theme of the game. One of the things I enjoy most about the game is when you're drawing those pins in, they actually kind of demonstrate for you how to draw the little dinosaurs too, which is pretty great. And it also gives you something really enjoyable to do while you wait for the AP players to take their turn.
I wouldn't say, well, I guess it is AP, but some players love to really try and plan out several turns in advance where everything's going to go based on the goals that are available to them on the visitor cards. So there were some rounds where someone may have taken a little longer than others, but you can perfect your little dino drawings while you're waiting.
Yeah, there's a lot of great choices every time you roll the dice because you've got those pips that you can use as roads. Those roads have to have a junction that connects right into the pin that you're building on that round. So you can't come back and fix things later. You've got to think through, how can I build and optimize my road structure to give me the most points? And how can I set out these generators? We didn't mention this, but the generators can fuel however many pins that they can touch. So you've got to have 3 generators to fuel your T-Rex pin, but you could have whatever right next to it and fuel it using the same 2. So there's a lot of that, Tetris alignment stuff going on.
Yeah, and to build your roads, you may have a 5 die out on the table. You can build as many roads as you would like using up the pips. So some road shapes are worth only 1 pip, so you could build 5 of those types, or you can mix and match with some of the 2 and 3. If you do happen to make a mistake, you can go back and add overbuild over one of those lower value roads to try and fix something if you're adding in a pen somewhere that you hadn't planned on earlier.
Yeah, and then the special building cards are what really kind of shake up the game each round, because otherwise you probably could find the optimal, put these together thing, although your dice rolls are going to randomize that too. But the special buildings are pretty cool because they give you things like the ability to, however many pins that this thing can see in every direction, or however many you can get around your lake. So you've got different goals that everybody's kind of trying to achieve each time they play the game.
Yeah, this one has 2 different modes of play. It has the light mode, which is an easy enough one that anybody could pick it up. But like I said, you can have a little AP trying to maximize the points on the game. And then there's also danger mode, which has things like power outages, which will cause breakouts. So that one definitely has a beefier rule set for a heavier gaming experience, and it's going to take a little longer to play.
The art is done on this by Beth Sobel, so the box cover looks fantastic. Obviously, you've got just simple components because you're working on the pad and the pin, but it'll be interesting to see if there's anything added to the Kickstarter, so be sure to check that out. If it sounds like the type of game that would interest you, then be sure to check out Welcome to DinoWorld from Alley Cat Games, coming to Kickstarter soon. And thanks for subscribing to our channel. Welcome to DinoWorld.
James O'Connor.
James O'Connor.
Of Stellaris.
You reading it doesn't actually help me think of it. Has players building their own Jurassic Zoo. It's from designer James O'Connell, and James O'Connor. That's not hard to say. Why can't I say it?